Hey guys, what's up? I really hope that you're enjoying this course so far, and I decided to shoot a very spontaneous video to talk to you about something really important that I'm embracing myself. And this one strategy helps me to have more appreciation for life, okay? I feel more gratitude and I don't take things for granted. And I want to talk to you about toughening yourself up, okay? So when you really think about it in today's world, especially when you live in the Western world, life is pretty easy. I mean, life is really easy when you think about it. And I know that some of you may be thinking, come on man, you don't know me. I have so many things going on. I have to take care of my family. I have my business. You know, I have so much work. I have health issues. Look, I understand everyone has a different situation. I don't know your situation. But the point is that at least you have options, right? In today's world, you have options. You don't need to grow your own food, right? You don't need to develop your own infrastructure. If you live in the Western world, you have all of those things provided for you. If you get sick, you go to the pharmacy, you go to the doctor. You have those options that most people actually don't have. I mean, when you live in a place like, you know, small village somewhere in Sierra Leone or Lesotho or Congo or somewhere in Cambodia, you don't have those things that most of us in the Western world take for granted. And because of that, you see, most of us in the Western world got so soft. We are soft. We complain and bitch about basic things, right? Because we take everything for granted. And really think about it for a moment, you know? Think about it in the context of your own life. Do you have situations when, you know, something doesn't work your way and you get really pissed off and it destroys your entire day? For example, you know, you are sitting in a cafeteria and the Wi-Fi drops for 5 minutes and you just go furious, you go mad. And by the way, I don't mean to judge because it happens to me as well, happens to my crew as well, right? I mean, just 20 minutes ago, we had problems with that lamp above me. It stopped working and we got really pissed off. But then when you really think about it, shouldn't we appreciate that we have this ability to come to a, you know, professional studio and film those videos? Many people don't have that opportunity. You know, for them, it's like a dream come true to come to a place like this for 20 minutes. And for us, we take it for granted. So we get pissed off about those small things. So many of us in this society got so soft and we don't appreciate what we have. And I believe that it's important to toughen yourself up, okay? To consciously engineer certain situations where you will have to face discomfort just to appreciate more. So think about this. Can you appreciate a cold shower if you don't feel hot? Well, of course not, right? Now, can you appreciate a hot bath if you don't feel cold? Or can you appreciate a big platter of food if you don't feel hungry? Of course not, you know, just look at it, well, it's food. I don't care, I'm not hungry. But when you've been hiking for 10 hours without eating and then you see that big bowl of food, you're just gonna jump on it like an animal, right? And you're gonna appreciate it. So I believe that in life, in order to be more happy, to have more appreciation, it's extremely important to engineer situations where you don't have enough, where you feel uncomfortable, just so you can appreciate more. So to give you an example, myself, I travel all the time, right? And whenever I go to Thailand, I do Muay Thai camps. Muay Thai is basically Thai boxing. So I train twice a day. I wake up in the morning, I go and I train for 2 to 3 hours, and afterwards I feel like I'm literally dying. I can barely walk, but then in the evening I have the second training. And in my mind, I feel like it's almost impossible for me to do it, right? I can barely walk, but I show up, I push myself. Again, I feel like I'm dying. You know, the feeling when you literally feel like your body is eating itself and you can't breathe, you feel like passing out, but you just keep going. Your trainer keeps pushing you, you keep pushing yourself, you go through the training. Why do I do it? Well, a bunch of reasons. Of course, I want to learn how to fight better. You know, it's great for my fitness, but most importantly, I do it because I want to train myself mentally, okay? I want to toughen myself up because, you know, shit happens in life. You know, let's face it, shit happens. You will have bad situations. You will have tragedies in your life. I know I had many of those situations in my own life. And I believe that it's important to never get to the point where you feel soft, where you feel so comfortable with everything that if, you know, the smallest bad thing happens to you and you don't know how to handle it, right? So I do those camps because I want to engineer that state where I appreciate what I have. I appreciate those small things in life and I'm tough, right? I like to be tough. I like to develop that resilience. Now, there are many other things you can do on a daily basis in order to develop that thick skin, I would say, to develop that resilience. Now, one of the things, for example, is taking cold showers. And by the way, that's something I highly recommend. I do it every single day, actually twice a day. So in the morning, I take a shower. I start with a hot shower. And then right after, even though I know it's going to be painful, I just switch it on to extremely cold water. And I push myself to stay under that shower for at least a minute. You know, it's easy for 5 seconds, but then you feel that urge to jump out. But I stay there and I'm literally like, I'm freezing. You start breathing really fast. It's a natural, response of your organism and you feel like jumping out. But I push myself to stay there. But guess what happens after a minute? I finish my shower and I feel exhilaration. I feel alive because I know that, first of all, this is the natural reaction of my physical body, but also mentally, I know that I had enough guts to push myself, right? To break through that discomfort. And then everything during my day becomes easier, right? If it starts raining, I will not be bitching about it and complaining about it. Oh my God, it's so bad, the weather is so bad. I just took an ice cold shower. It doesn't matter, yeah, it's raining, what a big deal, So the point is that you gotta toughen yourself up, not to become soft, okay? Because becoming soft is one of the biggest traps you can fall into in today's world. And many people, unfortunately, fall into this trap. And this destroys your confidence because whenever you face some difficulties in life, you don't know how to handle them. You are like a child, right? Because you're used to, everything going your way. So I don't want to make this video too long. I could give you a ton of examples, but what I'd like to encourage you to do is to toughen yourself up a little bit. Do something every day that's a little bit uncomfortable, okay? Maybe one day do an experiment and go without food for 8 hours. Just see how it goes. Or maybe wear the same clothes for 2 or 3 days in a row, And you will feel a bit uncomfortable, but then you will notice that your confidence shouldn't be coming from the external, but from the internal, right? So perform those small exercises, and if you do it, then you will see that first of all, you will develop that thicker skin, but also you will develop more appreciation for small things in life. And when something really bad happens to you, you will not be phased out. You'll not be thinking, oh my God, I don't know what to do, but you'll handle it like a warrior.